Hey guys, welcome back to another Sunday haul. In this week's episode, I'm going to be sharing some brand new holiday products from Tarte, also an amazing dupe for the Natasha Denona Glam palette. I also have some new fall nail polishes, a Target haul, and more. So let's go ahead and jump right in, and be sure to stay tuned to the end of the video because I'm going to share some mini reviews on the products that I got a chance to try out throughout the week. So let's get straight into it, and I'll meet you guys back here at the end with my final thoughts. Good morning, it's Monday. I just got a couple packages in the mail. The first one is from Ilnp. I actually just went on Amazon the other day and I ordered their new Harvest collection. I was just gonna get one or two, but I just couldn't decide, so I ended up getting all of the shades that they have. So there's 6 altogether. Even though I did just do my nails yesterday, I'm actually wearing the Essie Expressi in the shade Don't Glitch, Get Better. So I'm probably not going to put one of these on for the video unless my nail polish like chips a lot or something midweek, but definitely going to open these up and take a look at all the colors. They all looked so beautiful. And I also got a box from C Color, and they have some brand new palettes. It looks like a Glam palette dupe and also a Huda Rose Quartz dupe, which I haven't seen dupes for either one of these from any of the dupe brands. I was just saying to somebody the other day that the Huda Rose Quartz palette is the one that I really haven't been able to dupe with anything else in my collection because it's a pretty unique color story. And they also sent some lip products underneath as well, so we'll definitely open all of this up and do some swatches. So let's head upstairs and check them out. So first let's take a look at the nail polishes up close. Like I said, this is their fall harvest collection. And if you haven't tried Ilnp, they make some of the most beautiful nail polishes. I wear so many of them in so many videos, and they're available on Amazon as well, so they're very easy to get. So the first one is Dakota, and this one is a deep purple, but all of these have a multi-chrome shift to them, so they're just really, really beautiful and multifaceted. This one is Olive Grove, so it's more of a green shade. Then we have Hayride, which I love this one. It's such a unique and pretty color for a nail polish, so I can't wait to wear this one. And then this one is Autumn, so this one's also an orange, but like it has a lot of different shifts going on here. I see some gold in there, some green, so it's just really beautiful. And then we have Pumpkin Patch, which is another orange, but this one's a little bit more golden, I would say. It's not quite the same as Autumn and then Hayride. Like they're all sort of close, yet different at the same time. I would say Hayride is probably the lightest one, and then Autumn is the deepest one in the middle, and then Pumpkin Patch is somewhere in between. And then the last shade is Penny. So this one's like a deeper red orange, but it has some green glitter in there. I see some yellow glitter. So this one definitely has more of a multi-chrome effect. So anyway, those are all the shades. I'll go ahead and link them down below at Amazon. They don't ship directly from Amazon. That's why they came in the box from Ilnp. They ship them directly to you, but they always come within like 2 days for me. So their shipping is really, really fast. Next up, let's check out the C Color palettes. And first we'll look at Glamorous. This one has to be a dupe for the Glam palette. Oh yeah, definitely. Just looking at it right away, I could tell. I actually have my Glam palette out right now because I'm filming a video of the Natasha Denona My Dream collection. I'm doing some comparison swatches, so let me just show you what it looks like next to this one. All right, so here they are side by side. It looks like the shadows are all in the same order as well. You have the pink one first, and then the deep gray, this shade. Yeah, they're all definitely like in the same order, which makes things really easy when you're doing comparisons. So why don't we just do a couple of quick comparison swatches and we'll see sort of if they swatch the same or not. C Color typically has a very good formula, so we'll see how it is. So let's try this pink one first. That looks amazing. Now I'm going to go ahead and pick up the Natasha Denona pink one as well. So they're pretty close in color, definitely not identical, but I feel like there's no difference between the way that these swatched. They both feel really creamy, really buttery. I think they have the same level of pigmentation. The C Color one was super easy to pick up. Let's try another one. What about a darker shade like this one? I'll pick up the Natasha Denona one over here. I would say the C Color maybe just has like a tiny little bit of fallout but honestly, that's not really a deal breaker for me. They're going on just as intense, and I also love how the C Color are not sparkly because the Glam palette isn't sparkly, and I think they really captured that sort of like satiny look that the ones in the Glam palette have. They're just very, very smooth. I think they'll be great on more mature eyelids if you have crepey skin. Let's just try one more shimmer. This gold one here. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really seeing much difference between these. I don't think, again, that the colors are exactly identical, but they're so close. What about the matte shades? Let's try this one in the C Color palette and this one in Natasha Denona. Natasha's mattes are always very pigmented, so I'm curious to see if there's a difference. I mean, the C Color one went on very smooth, very pigmented. Again, it's not exactly the same color. The Natasha Denona one just got a little patchy there for a second, but I definitely prefer C Color's blendability because I'm not like an expert at blending, and Natasha's shadows are always very pigmented and they stick to your skin almost right away, and it makes it kind of harder to blend. These are a little bit more powdery, but I just find them to be easier to work with. Let's try one more. We'll do like a deeper shade. How about this one, which I think is this one here. I ran out of room on my hand, so I'll just put them there. So here's the C Color palette, and here's the Natasha Denona palette. I mean, I think they both kind of swatch the same. So let me go ahead and just swatch the entire C Color palette on my arm, and we'll see what it looks like. I am just noticing that it's missing one shade, and that's this one right here, the Lash Line shade in the Glam palette. It's kind of like a soft black matte. It's not in this one at all, but this palette has 15 shades and this one has 14, so that's just the one that they chose to leave out. So I just wanted to mention that, but all of the other colors seem to line up perfectly. All right, so guys, I'm really impressed with this formula a lot. C Color generally impresses me. Every once in a while, they have a palette that just isn't the best, but this is one of their outstanding formulas. I really, like, as I was swatching it, could not tell the difference between this and the Glam palette, especially when it comes to the shimmer shades. I think the mattes feel a little different as far as like these feel a little more blendable and not quite as rich, but the shimmer shades felt identical. And I think that's one of the things that really makes the Glam palette a well-loved palette for so many people. I always get comments asking for palettes that have a shimmer formula like this that is very smooth, that's not extra sparkly, and these shimmers definitely do that. So I think this is awesome. Another palette I'm so excited to see is a dupe for Huda Beauty's Rose Quartz palette, because that is one that, like I said before, I think it's a really unique color story. I don't have a lot of stuff in my collection that's like this, so I'm really curious to see how it compares because Huda's formula is one of my favorites. So why don't we do another comparison just like we did before? We'll kind of compare the swatches side by side. Okay, so here's my Rose Quartz palette. It looks like all of the shades are in the exact same places, which is great. So the first one that I want to see if it's the same is the Blissful shade in the Huda palette. This one's called Ritual over here, and it's just a gorgeous duochrome. It's one of my favorites. So this one doesn't feel like it's picking up super easily, unfortunately. Let's see this one. Oh yeah, it really didn't show up. There's the Huda one, like, not really a comparison there. Let's try some other shades. How about Aura? And in the Huda palette, it's called Moon Magic. This is another one of my favorite shades. So there's Aura. That one swatched a bit better. And then there's Moon Magic. I mean, you can definitely tell a little bit of a difference. The Huda one is just way smoother. It has a little bit more gleam and glow to it. But this one isn't bad. I think it would still look really beautiful on your eyes. What about the marbled shade up here? It's dreamy in this palette, and it is a cream formula. And the Huda one is Cosmic Love. Okay, so that one swatched well. Those are pretty similar to each other. All right, let's try this one, Crystallize. Oh, this one's doing the same thing that this one was doing. Like as soon as I put my finger into it, it just kind of presses down and compacts, and then it's like hard to pick it up. I think I picked up a bit though. Let's see. Still liking the Huda one better. I just felt like that one was so easy. Oh, I'm a little bit disappointed because I felt like the Glam palette was so similar to the Natasha Denona and all of those shades swatched beautifully. And this one is a little bit more hit or miss. But this one was by far the biggest disappointment. If you look in the pan, like it just kind of got hard pan right away. I just wish it picked up a little bit easier. Let me see if I can kind of dig in there. See if I can get some color out of it. There we go. But yeah, it's still, it's not the same. Okay, so here are all the swatches, and honestly, this one fell a little bit flat for me. I mean, I think you could make it work. Like, if you really, really want a Huda Rose Quartz dupe, you could probably work with it. But compared to the Glamorous palette that I just showed you, I feel like the mattes in this one, like I had to really build these up. They were very, very powdery and sheer. And a lot of the shimmer shades were just super disappointing, especially when it came to like those duochrome shades, this one and this one. This is the color that looked like a Petri dish. That actually swatched pretty well, and it's a cream shadow. Also, this blue one is a cream shadow, and then this pink one is also a cream. So those actually swatched pretty well. But just as a whole, I was a little bit disappointed in this one. I was hoping that it would be close to the original. And honestly, I think in this case, I would spend the extra money and just get the Huda palette because her formula is so phenomenal. But the Glam palette dupe, I think, is definitely worth picking up because that one is really, really good. Also in the box, they sent over some lip kits. So these are called Perfect Lips, and they come with a matte liquid lipstick, a lip liner, and then a regular bullet lipstick. And they sent 4 different colors. So this one looks like it's kind of like a peachy nude shade. This one's more of a bright pink. This one is like a beige, like very nude color. And then we have a red. To be completely honest with you, I don't wear matte liquid lipsticks anymore. I just can't because they're always too drying for me. So I'm probably just not going to open most of these. I might just try this one because I think this is the color I'd be most likely to wear. So I actually like the packaging. I love like the long slim tube. That's kind of neat. And I'm really curious to see what the bullet lipstick and the lip liner are like as well. So here's the liquid lipstick. It's like a pretty peachy color. And then we have the liner. So this looks like the type that you have to sharpen. It's not like a twist up. And it's really like the exact color of the lipstick. So that's really nice. And then the actual lipstick itself. Let's see what this one feels like. So this also feels like kind of a matte formula. It doesn't have any shine to it at all. I'm guessing this is all available on their website, so I'll leave everything linked down below. I also do have a coupon code with C Color as well, so I'll leave that linked down below too. Good morning, guys. It's Tuesday. I just got my Tarte order in the mail. I ordered some of their new holiday products, and in the past, I thought that Tarte, just like Too Faced, kind of used an inferior formula for their holiday products. But the last year or two, I've noticed that it seems to be their regular quality. So I think they must have changed something. And also, I feel like the prices are really good for what you're getting. So I ended up getting this cheek palette called Glamazon. It has a highlighter, 2 blushes, and a bronzer. I also got this cheek palette called Precious Gems, and it has their Amazonian clay blushes in here, which I absolutely love. I believe these are different shades, like new shades just for this palette, but you also get the Park Avenue Princess bronzer, which is existing. They also have a collection of their Juicy Lips. You get 4 different versions for $39, so basically you're getting 2 of them for free. Also, the Gilded Glamour Amazonian Clay eyeshadow wardrobe looked so good. There are 2 different palettes in here, one that's more warm toned, one that's cooler toned. They're supposed to be all new shades, and I've been loving their formula lately. The new Man Eater After Dark palette is so great, so I'm hoping that this is that same formula. And then we also have a Rainforest of the Sea set that comes with a cheek palette and an eyeshadow palette. So I loved like the rosy tones of the eyeshadow palette. It looks so pretty. And then the cheek palette has their cream blush and bronzer, which again, I really love. And then the cheek palette has their cream blush and bronzer, which again, the formula is really, really good. So let's open all this up and get started. I guess maybe we'll start with these eyeshadow palettes because I'm so curious about what the formula is like. So the palettes are a pretty decent size. They're not super small, but they're also not like huge palettes either. And the packaging is like a harder plastic packaging. They have like a reflective back to them. Okay, so this is the cooler toned option. collection right here. And you have 18 shades packed into this smaller palette, which is actually really awesome. And then here's the warmer toned one. Just looking at the shimmers, like visually, they look like that formula that's in the Maneater After Dark, so I'm very excited. Let's go ahead and just do some quick live swatches first. All right, so I'm gonna pick up this one right here. It definitely feels more like a cream shadow. And this one right here. Yeah, I think this is definitely the same formula. Oh my gosh, that is so exciting. All right, so there you go. Super metallic, really creamy, and really pigmented. Let's just try a couple more. Try this one and this one. Wow, this is amazing. It really is like the same quality as their larger palettes, which I definitely appreciate because you are getting a good deal with these holiday sets. And I know that some brands really skimp on the quality because of that. This is just like the Maneater palette. Let's try the matte shades though, just to see what those are like. Oh my gosh, look at how much pigment that just picked up. All right, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and swatch these palettes on my arm and you can see what the full palette looks like all swatched out. Okay, so this is the warm tone palette first. I can't believe how beautifully everything's swatched. And I love this new formula of Tartes, even though I have a lot of palettes like this in my collection that are warm toned. Let's go ahead next and take a look at the cooler tone palette. Okay, so this one's called Glamour. The first one that I showed is Gilded. And this one has a little bit of blue. It also has some green and then it has some purple tones. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and swatch this one and we'll see what it looks like all swatched out. Okay, so here's this one and I swatched the shimmer shades all together and then the mattes down here. And what I like about this palette too is that it does go very deep and smoky, but it also has some lighter options too for every day. So there's just really a lot of variety in here. And the formula again felt great. The only shade I had a little bit of trouble with was this deep blue right here. It didn't pick up very well. So I had to kind of layer this swatch a few times just to get it to show up. It was a little bit patchy, but the rest of them swatched so beautifully. So I'm just really, really impressed with this set. Next up, let's check out the Rainforest of the Sea kit. So I'm really interested to see what this palette is like. I know sometimes their Rainforest of the Sea eyeshadows can feel almost like creams. And I already know that I love their cream blush and bronzer. So look at how cute these are. These are like definitely more travel friendly. And I love the design on the palettes as well. These are really pretty. All right, so this one's the eyeshadow palette. Oh my gosh, look how beautiful. I was kind of questioning whether or not it was gonna be rosy tones because in the past, Tarte has shown promo photos showing more of a rosy color story and then you open it and it's super warm. All right, so again, let's do some quick live swatches and see what this formula feels like. I mean, these feel like powder shadows, definitely. They don't feel as creamy as the new formula, like those other palettes that I just swatched. These feel kind of like their older formula. The shimmers are a little bit more subtle. They're almost like a satin. They don't have that metallic finish that the new formula has. So yeah, I would say these feel kind of like their older Tartelette formula. Let's try a couple matte shades. I wonder if they're going to actually retire that formula to like the Rainforest of the Sea collection instead. And yeah, these kind of feel like the matte shades in the Tartelette palettes too. So overall, this seems like a nice formula. So here's a look at the face palette. So you have this highlighter called Mosaic, then Treasure Blush, and Exquisite Bronzer. So let's see what these look like. So here's the highlighter. It's more of a golden shade. And then we have the Mosaic Blush. What I really love about their cream formula is it's a cream to powder, so it doesn't stay sticky on your cheeks once you blend it. It dries right down and feels like a powder. And then this is the Exquisite Bronzer, which is a little bit warmer than the Seychelles shade that I have from them. So it's not my favorite color. I do like a little bit of a cooler tone bronzer, but it doesn't look overly orange, so hopefully it'll be okay. Okay, so here's the palette. What do you guys think? I think this swatched beautifully. Like I said before, it really feels like the old Tartelette formula, and I love the colors in here, particularly like these pinks. These are so beautiful. They're just like more of a dusty pink, and with this purple one paired with those, I think it would make such a beautiful look. Next up, let's check out the Precious Gems face palette. Their Amazonian Clay blush formula is one of my favorite blushes of all time. They're super long lasting for a powder formula. They really stay put on your skin all the way through the day. So I think you get a beautiful variety of colors in here. Again, you have the Park Avenue Princess bronzer, and 4 of the blushes are matte. This one looks like it has just a little hint of sparkle to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch this palette and we'll take a quick look. All right, so overall, this is a really beautiful collection of blushes. You have some neutrals, some peachy coral shades, some pinks. This one is more of like a dusty, cooler tone shade. And then you have the bronzer down here, which honestly isn't my favorite color of bronzer. It's kind of a little bit golden and it has the shimmer to it as well. But I think their blush formula is fantastic. And I think this is a really good way to just try a whole bunch of them all at once. Next, we'll check out the Glamazon palette. This one is also their Amazonian Clay formula. The packaging on this is really, really stunning. And then inside, you have larger pans than in the other one. And you have a highlighter, a blush. This is, I think, a blush, but it's kind of like a bronzy tone and it has some shimmer to it. And then you have a bronzer over here on this side. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch these and I'll be right back. Okay, and then here's this palette. I'm not crazy about the shade of the bronzer just because I feel like it's the wrong undertone for me, but this blush is stunning. It's not super glittery, but it has like a lot of sheen to it. So it's a really beautiful kind of highlighting blush. This blush isn't a flat matte either. It's more of a satiny finish. And this highlight is beautiful. Just again, super, super smooth. So that's the Glamazon Cheek Palette. And then last but not least, let's take a look at the Juicy Lips collection. So if you haven't tried the Maracuja Juicy Lips yet, these are basically like a lip gloss in a stick. Even though they look like a lip balm or a tinted lip balm, they have so much shine to them. So the colors I have here are ginger and cranberry. So here's ginger first, and you'll see like how much shine these have. They're just like a very melty kind of a texture. They're very comfortable to wear and they have sort of like a coconutty scent to them. So this is the cranberry shade. These are so pretty. It looks really dark in the tube, but it's just like a beautiful berry, almost like a Your Lips But Better kind of a shade. And you can also just do like one swipe of these for a light color, or if you want to deepen the color, you can add a little bit more. Then we have the Juicy Lipstick, which actually is more full coverage. So this is in the shade Rose. And this is a twist up rather than one of like the clicking pens like the other ones. Oh my gosh, that is so smooth. Wow. Look at how smooth that looks. It's beautiful and I love the color. I'm super excited. I haven't tried this formula yet, so I'm interested to see what it's like. And then we have the Juicy Lip Plump, which I also haven't tried, but this is supposed to be a plumping formula, and this is in the shade Cherry Blossom. That's a gorgeous light pink. That's the whole lip wardrobe. And again, you're getting 4 of these for the price of 2, which I think is an amazing deal. So I'd love to hear what you guys think of the new Tarte holiday sets. What are you interested in? What are you planning to skip? Are you going to get any of them? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Hey guys, I just got this big box in the driveway. I was coming home, bringing my son home from school, and the UPS guy just handed me this huge box. It's pretty heavy. And when I opened it up, I saw that it's from Heritage, and they are an absolutely fabulous, affordable hair care line that you can get at Walmart. I love all of their products so much. And it looks like they have just some back to school favorites. I didn't even realize that they have hair tools, but it looks like they do. So let's see what's in here. I see this big like poofy thing. At first I thought that it was like a puffy coat, but I realized it's actually a bag. So it's actually very cute. And then there also looks like there's shoes in here. What is going on? I see Nike. Oh my gosh, hold on a second. Let's open these up. It looks like these are the Nike by You, so I think these are the ones that you can like customize yourself on their website. And oh my gosh, look at how cute these are. Wait a minute, are these high tops? Oh my gosh. I don't think I've owned a pair of high tops since probably like 1989, 1990 maybe, but I would definitely wear these again. How cool are these? All right, let's see what else is in the box. We have a bun clip. I don't even think I've ever used a bun clip before, but this sounds really interesting. I usually just like put my hair up in a bun like in a scrunchie, but this is so pretty. They also sent over a vented brush, which is great for blow drying your hair. And yeah, they do have a hair tool. This is the Go With The Flow 2-in-1 styler. So it looks like a curling wand slash straightener, I think. Yeah, so you can straighten your hair, and also because it has the rounded edges, you can use it for curling as well. So that is super cool. Then we have the Out of My Hair Gentle Daily Shampoo. I have this, I love it. I actually use it on my son too. And it's a great shampoo. It's not like a stripping type of formula. And then the SOS Deep Moisture Restore Conditioner. These are sulfate free, they're cruelty free, vegan, and they smell so good, and really they perform like really expensive hair care. So I love all of it. This is the Tinted Dry Shampoo for brunettes. You know what? I probably was a brunette the last time they sent me PR. Now I'm not. So I'll probably have to give this like to one of my siblings. This is a product I've never tried from them before. This is the Rice is Right Rice Water Hair Rinse. That's interesting. It says that it's a treasure trove of nutrients that nourishes the follicles, restores hydration and vitality. Add to your regimen once a week to revitalize your strands for thicker looking and more manageable hair. That's cool. So I guess you're just supposed to use it after cleansing, massage it into scalp and work it through the hair and leave it on for 3 to 5 minutes. And then you can use conditioner afterwards, so it's like a treatment. And then we have the Play It Cool Heat Protectant Spray. I've also never tried this one either, but like I said before, I love all of their stuff, so I think it's gonna be amazing. Let me just quickly check and see if there's anything in the bag. Oh, there is. Oh my gosh, there's actually, I didn't realize they had this either. There's like some scrunchies and things. So this one is Raw Edge Scrunchie. Oh, I love that. That looks so cute. Also, they have a pack of 6 hair ties, and these are like the really soft ones that don't pull on your hair. I love that too. And then the Raw Edge headband. How cute is that? And these are shoelace hair ties. I don't think I've ever seen this before, but they look like little shoelaces. How cute. And then last but not least is a large claw clip. So wow, they really expanded their line. When I first started talking about them on my channel, they just had like a few hair care products, but now they have all the accessories. They have hot tools. I don't know if this is the only one or if they have more, but definitely if you're in Walmart, check out Heritage, or you can order it from their website too, because I've just had really great luck with all of their hair products. So I can't wait to try the new ones. I'll let you guys know at the end of the video my thoughts on the rice water and also the heat protectant spray if I get a chance to use them this week. Good morning, guys. It's Thursday. I thought I would head over to Target. I haven't been to Target in a couple of months. Really, the only time I like to go is when my son is at school and I can come at like 8 o'clock in the morning, because otherwise it is just way too crowded in there. So I pretty much avoided this place all summer, but I love Target. So let's go in and see what's new. Okay, so I'm back from Target and I got a few clothing items. I also got some Bath and Body stuff and some makeup. So let's take a look at the clothing items first really quick. The first thing I got is this shirt jacket from Universal Thread. These are super popular right now. Everybody calls them shackets. I am not going to call it a shacket. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. But I thought this was really cute. And then I also got this mock turtleneck sweater from Universal Thread as well. It's kind of a longer length. It might be good to wear with leggings. And I sized up to a large just because I usually like my sweaters to be a little bit oversized. But yeah, I just thought this had kind of a cute retro vibe to it. So I figured we'd just try these on really quick and see what they look like. Okay, so here's the shirt jacket first. I actually got this one in a size small, which is going down a size for me, but they just look like they were really oversized. So I think this is super cute. The outside material feels almost like a little bit itchy, but the inside is kind of like a satiny material, so it doesn't really touch your skin. And it seems like it'll be super warm, kind of perfect for this time of year. Usually when we're going out in the morning for school, it's like in the high 40s, low 50s. And then it kind of warms up to the 70s or 80s during the day. But it's just like a cute thing to throw on in the morning when it's chilly. And then here's the other Universal Thread sweater. I think I actually didn't need to size up because when I was holding up the sweater in the store, the medium didn't look like it might cover my butt, which is what I wanted it to do. This is almost like a dress. It's maybe just slightly too long. I don't know. It might be okay. What do you guys think? Should I go back and get the medium? Is this too big? I mean, it is really like comfy and I do sort of like the longer length, but I just don't know if it's too long. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on this one. So in the next bag, I have some Bath & Body stuff from the brand Frenchie, and this is actually a newer brand to Target. They've been out for a couple months now, and it's Ashley Tisdale's brand. So I don't know if you guys remember that makeup line that she had called Illuminate, and it was, I think, made by BH Cosmetics, actually. It was really nice, but she now has this Bath & Body line at Target. And I kind of went a little bit overboard because there were two scents in particular that I really liked and I just couldn't decide between them. So I got both. So the two scents that I got were the Cashmere Vanilla scent. This one is so like warm and comfy and it's sweet like vanilla, but also like whatever the cashmere notes are, just, I don't know, it's like warm without being overly sweet, which I really liked a lot. And then the other one that I really liked is the Awaken and Uplift one. It's called Citrus Amber. And this one is like a perfect blend of citrus notes, but also it has that little bit of warmth to it, which I really love. Oh, I guess I did get something in one of the other scents. I didn't even realize. This is the Joy and Bliss scent, and it's the Solar Fleur. And this one I think has a little bit of coconut in it. I only got the body and hair radiance oil in this particular scent, but the other ones I got the hair, body, and linen mist in the Cashmere Vanilla and Citrus Amber. I also got the body wash in both of those and the Milky Body Lotion in both of them. But they have like so many other products. So I figured I would just get these to kind of layer the scent. And if I really like the scent, I'll go back and get some of the other products. I think they had scrubs. They might have even had like body butters, like in a jar. They had oils and things like that. So I'll be sure to let you guys know at the end of the video my thoughts on these products and how they wear over the course of the day. But so far, I am just really obsessed with these scents. They smell so amazing. And then last but not least, I got some makeup. So I'm going to bring this, I guess, just into my beauty room and we'll look at it underneath the ring light. But I got one of these palettes from Morphe. I haven't tried Morphe in a long time, but I thought this palette looked really beautiful. Also, I got the Sky High mascara in the Cosmic Black shade. I have the original one. I've had it for months, so it's just expired and I need a new one, and I thought I would try this one because it's supposed to be a little bit darker. And one of you guys recently told me that you think this really is a tubing formula. I honestly wouldn't doubt it because it literally stays on your lashes all day, but yet is pretty easy to remove as well. So love that. I also got this bronzer from Makeup Revolution, but I thought it actually looked like a gorgeous baked highlight. It's not super dark for a bronzer. I mean, we'll have to swatch it and see, but this is called Holiday Romance. It just looked so pretty. And then, oh, I also got this new product from Bliss that looks really good. I love their skincare. It's affordable and really good quality. This is called the Everdew Skin Enhancing Glowy Serum. It has vitamin C, niacinamide, and cica. So that sounded really good as well. And the last thing I got is actually one of my tried and true products that I purchase every year around this time. It's the Rose Ceramide Cream from Pixi. This is an amazing moisturizer if you have dry skin. So let's go ahead and take a look at all of these and we'll do some swatches. Okay, so first let's check out the Bliss Everdew Skin Enhancing Glowy Serum. So this was interesting. It said that it's a multi-use finishing serum, so something I guess you put on at the very end to boost your skin's radiance for a fresh, dewy glow in just one pump with or without makeup. It says that it also evens your skin tone, counteracts dullness, and brightens while blending in seamlessly for a soft focus effect and gleamy, hydrated look. So yeah, it says you can wear it on top of skincare, under makeup as a radiant base, or over makeup on the high points of the face for an effortless glow. It also has no mica and no shimmer in it. When I was reading this in the store, it just intrigued me because I've never really heard of a product like this. Most of them do have mica and shimmer in the formula if it is this type of a product. So here's what the packaging looks like. I think it's really pretty. And it just comes in this little pump. So let's put a little bit on my hand. Oh wow, all right, it comes out like this pink color. And yeah, it definitely does not have mica or any type of glittery particles in here at all. And it has kind of almost like a cushiony feel to it. And it also feels a little bit like a primer type of a texture. It seems like it's going to be really smoothing and just kind of like plump up my skin. Wow, I'm really loving the texture of this so much. And it does give my skin just like a barely there hint of glow. I don't think you would really see this glow under foundation unless it was a super light coverage, like very sheer type of a product. I think this would just be amazing skin prep. Like it doesn't completely dry down all the way, so I think this would make your foundation grip really well to your skin. And like here's the difference. I haven't worn any hand cream today, so my hand is like super dry, but this one was too. And with this product on it, it just looks like very plumped up and healthy, while this hand looks horrible. So yeah, I'm really excited to try this. I'll be sure to let you guys know at the end of the video my thoughts on it for sure. And also just quickly, the Pixi Rose Ceramide Cream. This is an amazing dupe for the fresh deep hydration rose cream. If you've ever seen that one, it comes in a jar. I used to have that one, and then I got this one like around the same time, and the similarities were just insane. Like they both have the very same kind of like thicker, richer feel. They have kind of a mild rose scent to them. The texture of the cream is the same, and I also love the packaging from Pixi just because I feel like a tube is easier to get the product out than a jar. It's a little more sanitary. Again, kind of that cushiony texture, great for dry skin. And it's just deeply hydrating, which is why I always love to use this one in the fall and winter time. I just think it's an awesome, more affordable option than something like the Fresh Cream. It has the ceramides in it, so it's more of like an intensive moisturizer to help repair the barrier. And you guys saw what bad shape my hand was in. I mean, this just makes my skin look so much glowier, and it's very smooth now. It doesn't have like that rough feel to it. So anyway, that's one of my favorite moisturizers ever. Let's check out this Revolution highlighter, or I guess bronzer technically. They did have deeper shades, but this one just kind of spoke to me. It looked so pretty. And this looks like it might be more of a subtle sheen like the Essence Pure Nude highlighter. So let's see, I'm just gonna put a little on my hand. Yeah, it kind of is like the Essence Pure Nude, and there's a few of you on here have told me that you can't get Pure Nude in Europe for whatever reason, which is kind of strange because Essence is actually based over there, I think, and you were looking for an alternative, and this might be it because this is also kind of like a deeper color for a highlight. Let me get my Essence Pure Nude and we'll compare them really quick, just because I know you guys can get Makeup Revolution over there, so let's see how these compare. All right, so the Essence is a little bit lighter. This one really is kind of like a bronzer. It didn't look like it in the pan, but I guess all of these deeper marbled shades, when you mix it all together, it really does come out looking a little bit deeper than I thought. But I think it would make an amazing glowy bronzer for light skin tones. Or if you have a much deeper skin tone, you could probably use it as a highlight. But just like the Essence Pure Nude, it doesn't look sparkly, it doesn't look glittery. So it seems like it's going to be a really nice smooth formula. I love products that are baked for that reason. So anyway, that's that. And I'm not really going to open this. It's just a mascara, but I'll have to try it out and see if I notice the difference, whether it actually seems like a deeper black than the original one. Let's look at this palette really quick from Morphe. This is the Morphe 2 and Maddie Ziegler Changement palette. Again, I was never the biggest fan of Morphe's eyeshadow formula, but I haven't tried it in a couple of years now, so I don't know, maybe things have changed a little bit. All right, so this looks really cute, and I'm always looking for like new options at the drugstore when it comes to eyeshadows. I think a lot of the drugstore brands are still kind of lagging behind as far as eyeshadows go. Maybelline, L'Oreal, Revlon, CoverGirl, they just don't have good options, and usually it's these smaller brands that actually end up coming out with things that are better at the drugstores. So let's go ahead and do a couple live swatches first, and then I'll swatch the whole palette on my arm and we'll see what everything looks like all together. First, I definitely want to try this duochrome shade right here called Becoming. Kind of hard to pick up. It feels a little bit rough and kind of scratchy. So not really off to a good start. Yeah, it just kind of went on very sheer. It's like a topper, so it just sort of leaves like a trail of glitter, but not really a lot of color. Let's see if any of the other shades are better. Let's try this purple one called Storm. That's kind of the same. Doesn't really pick up. Like even if I really dig my finger into it, it's very sheer. All right, let's try this one. That one picked up a little bit better. That one actually swatched really nicely. I wonder if these two are just supposed to be toppers. This one seems like a topper also. I don't know why, but toppers are just very popular these days. That one swatched okay. Let's see what the matte shades are like. Try this one and maybe this purple. All right, the matte's actually, that one, wow. All right, so the matte swatched really nicely. Those had a lot of pigmentation. Let me just try like one or two more. Let's see what the yellow is like. And maybe this green. Okay, the mattes are seriously impressing me right now. But the shimmer shades leave a little bit to be desired, and that could just be because I'm not really a fan of topper shades. I like a full pigment shimmer, something more metallic versus glittery. But toppers do have their place. They create sort of a different type of a look. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and swatch this whole palette out on my arm. We'll see how everything looks side by side. Okay, so here's the whole palette swatched out. I would say these two shimmer shades swatched really nicely. This topper was okay. These two were terrible. Like, look at what I did to the palette, just trying to pick up enough pigmentation to like get them to even show up on my skin. They're so hard and so difficult to pick up, which is really a shame because the matte shades in this palette are beautiful. I think those two shimmers really kind of ruin it because I feel like these are the two most unique shades in the palette. And these two are just similar to what I have in so many other palettes. So I'm honestly not impressed by this palette. I want to say it was 18, maybe 20 bucks. So for me, it really wasn't worth it. But I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comments below. All right, guys, so let's quickly talk about the things I liked and didn't like this week. And I'm going to try to keep this really brief because I know this video was very, very long. We covered a lot of stuff. So let's start with the things that I really, really loved. And first would definitely be these Tarte palettes, the two that came in the set. They're called Gilded and Glamour. So I'm wearing the Gilded one today on my eyes. So this was the warm toned one. And the formula really is so amazing. I've really been enjoying the Maneater After Dark palette from Tarte, and this one is so incredibly similar to that. So I just feel like I have more of that palette to play with, especially when it comes to the cool tones, because I feel like that one is very warm overall. So I'm excited just to have some more options in this new formula from them. I think it's wonderful. So if you see this one, I highly recommend it. I don't think you'll be disappointed at all. I'm also wearing the Tarte Cheek palette. This is the Precious Gems palette, and I mixed a couple of the blush shades together, and as you guys know, this is one of my favorite blush formulas, so I love having all of the colors in here to play with instead of just using individual blushes. I did have a Tarte palette similar to this many holidays ago, but I decluttered it a while back and I kind of missed it because I like having more blushes all together in one place. So I really like this one too. The Amazonian Clay formula is so long lasting. If you haven't tried it, it really lasts all day on your skin. I didn't get a chance to try the C palettes yet. I know I love the face products. I'm just not sure how the eyeshadow formula is yet. So I'm going to definitely test those out soon and I can let you know in a future update video. The one palette I feel like out of all of these that I think I probably could have skipped is the Glamazon palette. This one just wasn't wowing me as far as the color selection. I really wasn't crazy about the shade of the bronzer. If you have a skin tone similar to mine, it might not really work out. I feel like it's really, really warm. And also a very similar blush color to this is in the other palette. I just feel like I'll use the other palette a lot more. So I feel like I probably could have skipped this one. And also when it comes to the Juicy Lips set, I highly recommend that one. I love the original Juicy Lips. And the Juicy Lipstick is my new obsession right here. I feel like I need to go to Tarte's website and buy all the colors it comes in. This could be my new favorite lipstick formula ever. There's just something about it, and I'm sure you guys saw when I was swatching it, how smooth it is. And it really goes on your lips super smoothly too. I'm wearing it today, and it's in the rose shade. So I don't know if this is a color you can buy separately or not, and I'm actually not even sure if these are available at Sephora or Ulta. It might be a Tarte website exclusive. I know that their Juicy Lip Creams are. I bought one of these over the summer and I wasn't impressed with this particular formula. It's supposed to be like a creamy lipstick, but I definitely like the Maracuja Juicy Lipstick better than the lip cream. This one felt a little bit drying, but this one was Like I said, just so smoothing, super hydrating, and I can use all the help I can get. I'm about to be 45, and every year I feel like I have more lines in my lips and they just get drier too. So I like products that are hydrating, and I've usually been gravitating toward glosses or like tinted lip balms and things, because even regular lipsticks can sometimes feel a little bit dry for me, but this one is just, it's amazing. So I highly recommend checking out their lipsticks and also just this kit, because I really love the other formulas that they have as well, the glossier ones. And I think it's a really good deal because you're getting 2 of them for free. When it comes to the Maybelline Sky High, the darker black one, I really love the Sky High original formula. And this basically is the same thing. It's just a darker color. And I really like that because I feel like a lot of mascaras tend to look kind of like a dark gray black. And I like it to be very jet black. So I've really been enjoying this one as well. When it comes to the Bliss Everdew, love this primer. This is such a beautiful product. It really helps my makeup to grip, and it just creates a very nice base. It's very hydrating. It leaves my skin feeling dewy and like a little bit more plump, and it has a tackiness to it that makeup really grips well to, and it goes on so smoothly on top of this. I love that it has skincare in it. As far as the glow that this gives, I really don't think it's going to show through anything that's more than like a tinted moisturizer, because I'm wearing a medium coverage foundation today. I have the Lisa Eldridge foundation on, and I didn't feel like the glow really came through, but I think that's because it doesn't have shimmer or sparkle in it, so it really just gives your skin like a natural glow. But as a primer, this is fantastic, and I like it better than other gripping primers like the Milk Makeup one or the e.l.f. one, because it's more hydrating. It has like that cushiony feel, and it almost feels like a cream oil hybrid, so it's just very hydrating on my dry skin. So I definitely prefer it to the more gel-like grippy primers. I haven't had a chance to try the Ilnp nail polishes yet, but you'll probably see these on my nails in upcoming videos. I can't wait to try them. I actually just took off the polish that I had. It was starting to chip, so I'm gonna put one of these on this weekend, and I'm sure you'll see it in upcoming videos. And also, I just have to rave about the Glamorous palette from C Color. This palette is a phenomenal dupe for the Glam palette, especially if you find Natasha Denona's formula to be a little harder to blend. This one is super blendable, yet nicely pigmented. The shimmer shades are incredible as well. So this was amazing. I would say, as far as products that I wasn't a fan of, this week, the Crystal Pink palette from C Color really just kind of let me down, both with the matte shades being too sheer and not really showing up, and the shimmer shades being difficult to pick up for the most part. There are a couple exceptions in here, but for the most part, it's not my favorite formula of theirs. And also the Morphe palette as well that I got at Target. I think the matte shades in here are really good, but the shimmer shades just ruin the whole thing for me because I love a good shimmer shade. I normally wear them every single time I do my eye makeup. I rarely do like an all matte look. So for me, a palette has to have good shimmers, and this one really just kind of fell flat. So if you're like me and you look forward to using shimmer shades and you use them often, I don't think you're really gonna like this one. And then just a few other things. I did use the Heritage line today, and I used not only the shampoo and conditioner, but also the rice wash and the heat protectant spray. And it's a really good hair care brand. I feel like it does such a great job, and it's a really affordable line. Easy to find it at Walmart. So I've just been really impressed with them overall. And also the Frenchie line from Target, the Bath & Body stuff. Oh my gosh, really loving those 2 scents that I got. I love the vanilla cashmere one in the evening time before bed. It's just like the warmest, coziest scent. And then in the morning, I usually use the citrus amber one in the shower. So the shower gels are a little bit thicker in viscosity, and they have a lot of foam, and at the same time I feel like they don't strip my skin of moisture. The only thing I would say is that the body lotion is a little bit too thin for my dry skin. I would prefer something a little bit richer and more nourishing, but I can always grab the oils that are in the same scents and kind of mix some of the oil together with the lotion and just make it a little bit more hydrating for me. But I definitely think the scents last a long time throughout the day. I can definitely smell them on myself shelf. So overall, I think that is a really fun line. And like I said, the scents are really, really good. So anyway, guys, I guess that's everything that I have for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this and found it helpful. If you do, please don't forget to click the like button before you go. And also, if you're new and you enjoy this content, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel. I do these videos every Sunday. And if you'd like to see more of my content, I'm going to put up a couple of videos right after this that you might enjoy watching as well. So thank you guys so much. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll see you all in my next video. Take care, guys. Bye.